Hello and welcome back to another video. Today, we are first going to check out the full jump scare animation for Mr. Hippo, and then we are going to take a look at a new mod for Management Wanted, sort of like an add-on that adds cameras, and basically that's it. It's really cool and was just announced and released yesterday. Now, if you like this, consider subscribing and let's get into it. Now, I recorded the jump scare ahead of time, so if some things look a little different, then you know why. Okay, roll the footage.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. I'm glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
Okay, and welcome back to the living world. Okay, so in the last video, I forgot to show off William Afton, even though he was in the thumbnail. I am very sorry. I completely forgot. So the way William Afton works is that, in the daytime, he's Steve Raglan, as he always is, looking awesome. They did a good job with this man's skin. He looks like Matthew Lillard. So during the day, he just walks around, not really much of a threat to you, and you maybe notice that there is a yellow rabbit suit on the ground. You might be wondering how that's connected. Well, if I set it to midnight, you will see that he starts walking towards the suit and he puts it on. That is insanely cool. That animation was awesome. So, at nighttime, he turns into the yellow rabbit and also gains a knife. So, you do not want to mess with this guy. He definitely is a force to be reckoned with. Wonder what his jump scare is, since he's technically not. Oh, here he comes. Oh god, he's got a knife. He's got a knife. He's got a knife. Wait, no. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. So he gives you the Fnaf 1 jump scare. That's really cool. And when you set it back to day, he goes back to where the suit was and then turns back into William Afton, which is so cool. I don't even know how they did that, but it's so cool. So as you can see, he put the suit back down exactly where we put it, and now he's back to just normal Steve Raglan. That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, if you wait, does the fast wrench work on him? It does! You can one-shot William Afton. That's funny. Hey, last, but certainly not least, let's take a look at the cameras. The mod is called the Surveillance Package, and it's made by one of the coders for Clockwork, which is really cool. Okay, so the way the cameras work is how you might expect. So we have a camera. Let's say we put it right here. And then what you do is right-click with the tablet onto the camera. And as you can see, camera now connected. Now, all you have to do is right-click. It pulls up the tablet, and you can see through the cameras. Hey, look! There's even me! That's so cool! That is cool. I have a few cameras set around. So you get to control the camera with A, S, and D. You can't look up, but as you can see, you can sort of move it up and down. I have an assortment of cameras all around here, and don't put them in vents because this happens. But otherwise, they work great. It's so cool. And to get out of them, you just press escape. For some reasons, the sound doesn't work, but there is supposed to be sound, though. So now you can reenact any of the Fnaf games you want just by using this system. And it is so cool. I love that they were able to actually do this. It is awesome. Okay, and that's about it. Is there anything else I missed from the update? I do not think so. But I'm sure you guys will let me know. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Oh, wait, also, you can turn off Mr. Hippo's Yap cutscene with the terminal block. Okay, goodbye.